Hi, I'm Jim W6LG, your ham radio Elmer here on YouTube. Welcome to my radio room in Rockland, California. From a company in China called I think it's Temu, I bought a bunch of boxes, a few like this. These are a little bit smaller, not quite as tall. And then a couple of these that I've used a lot on several projects. They have a lid, they're cast aluminum. This one I think was $10, so not inexpensive, but not too bad either. So what am I going to build? Well, I've got a bunch of resistors I bought from Amazon. They're 5 watts, 1000 ohms. So um, as I'm showing in this graphic, I'm going to take 20 of them in 2 stacks. So I'll have one group on top of the other to form the 20. So it'll be 10 on top of 10 is 20. 20 into 1000 ohms is 50. So it will have a net, if you will, parallel value of 50 ohms. Now, as it turns out, it's not all that simple, and there's something to learn from doing a project like that, and that is that that there could be reactants. Why is there reactants? There's reactants because we're dealing with an alternating current. So as that current goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, a million times a second, it generates a field, and that field is it can be react with other components, other things in the box, can have inductive reactants or capacitor reactants. So I'm going to try to avoid it as I build this box. Now this box will have a coax connector on one end, so I'll have an SO239 on this end and a BNC here, and the BNC will be different from other dummy loads. Also, I'm going to do a trick, so stick with me. There's something I'm going to try. So this will be to sample a little bit of RF to feed like a tiny SA. So I'll come off of here with very low wattage, and this will be the input. How much power? Easily 100 watts, probably a couple of 100 watts, maybe even 300 or 400 watts for a few seconds. So this will be the SO239. Now, here's what I'm going to do that's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to mount a light bulb right here, dead center. I've got a clamp light that came from Home Depot, and I'm going to tape the clamp mechanism off, and there's a threaded part in the bottom of the socket, and screw it right onto here. Why? Just for the fun of it. And then see how that turns out. The way I can check that is with the transceiver and see what the SWR looks like. So I'm going to build this box, SO239 BNC, drill a hole, mount a socket, mount the all the resistors, all 20 of them, 20 1000 ohm resistors, 50 ohms. Hopefully my wiring job will be a little bit better than this, the way I twisted a mock-up. And let's see how it works. So here we go. I'm going to put it together, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've built the box. It's taken several hours. I have mounted the resistors. They're on the inside. Going to put a light bulb on the top, but this was a clamp light, and it has a switch on it. So I'm going to take advantage of that switch. Now, first thing I'm going to do is measure the performance of the dummy load with the, I'll use the Rig Expert. Got a Zoom AA3000, which is going to be way more than I need. I could do it with the AA35 that I have. But I'm going to go beyond 35 megahertz to see what the impedance looks like. So I'm going to turn that guy on. And I'll start up the software on the screen. to connect this guy to this, I'm going to use a double male because I want to avoid any kind of issues with the coax. So I'm screwing that on. I have no idea if this is going to look like 50 ohms or not. And put it onto here. And I'll put up on the screen the Rig Expert software, which comes with the device, or you can download it. And I'll do, let's say 3 to 30 megahertz. So I'll cover HF. So let's do that first, and then just have it do SWR. So 3. Get my mouse to work. Put that up on the screen. Okay, so over here, almost off the screen, I'm going to do 3 to 30. And let's do a single shot and see what it looks like. Well, so far it's looking pretty good. It's at the bottom of the screen, which is a 1-to-1 SWR. All right. All right, that's pretty good. Let's do 60 megahertz, just double the frequency, and sweep it again, single sweep. It's still doing good. All right, I'm shocked. All right, let's do up to 2 meters, 140 megahertz, and do a single shot. I hope you're able to see this because it's too good to be true. All right, now it's starting to go up, but still. All right, now it's starting to rise, but it's still like 1.1 to 1 or 1.2 to 1. Okay, let's go. Do we dare do 300 megahertz? I can't possibly work at 300 megahertz. Okay, now it's starting to go up. Now it's getting crazy. So, oh, there we go. All right. So one of the links I have on the inside is causing it to react at about 200 megahertz. Now it's pretty good to 2 meters, and then it goes lousy. Okay. Let's see if I got resweep that. I want to make sure the light bulb is disconnected. Now the light bulb is connected. The light bulb is going to go make it really squirrely because the filament's not hot. All right. So that turned out pretty good. Let's all right, what I'm going to do next is stop the camera for a minute, connect it to the transceiver. I think what I'll do is I'll set it up for 100 watts, but I'll have the capability of going to 3 or 4, maybe even 500 watts. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to stop the camera, get this set up with a length of coax connected to an amplifier actually, and see what happens when I key it. And that's where it gets to be some fun. Okay, so I've put the dummy load on a wood platform. It's on a mount, so hopefully it'll stay there. Let's see what happens when we put 50 watts into just the dummy load part without the light bulb. And it's 50 watts on 20 meters. The SWR is 1.15 to 1, so that's really good. Let's up the power to 100 watts and see what happens. Okay, the SWR is still 1.15 to 1. It's 100 watts. Box is not heating up. Um, let's try 200 watts. Okay, bird watt meters are indicating 200 watts. And so far, so good. Let's turn on the light bulb, see if it lights up. Hey, there we go. There's 200 watts. And let's see what the SWR looks like. 1.3 to 1 on 20 meters. Let's go to 10 meters. I'll try a couple hundred watts, see what that looks like. Hey, there's 70 watts, still good SWR. Let's see if the light bulb lights up. Box is barely warm. There we go. Let's up the power a bit. That's 70 watts. That's 100, a little over 100 watts. And let's go to, I don't know, a couple hundred watts. Okay, there's 200 watts. The box is warm but not hot. And there's 300 watts. SWR is still low. Hey, it works. Now let's turn off the bulb. SWR is 1.2 to 1. Hey, it works. Turn the light bulb back on. And there we go. That's at 100 watts. All right, that's my dummy load with a twist, a dummy load that lights up. So there's 50 ohms here, and this light bulb tends to be in the neighborhood of 30 or 40 ohms, and I just put it across the each side of the resistor banks, and it works great. And the box isn't hot, it's warm, but that's about it. So there's a dummy load you can build. How much? The resistors $10, the box $10. That might have been $10. So $30 you can build this device. Anyway, it works and it works great. So it's a dummy load that has a light bulb connected just for the fun of it, just to see if it would work, and it does. And again, the rig expert can't measure it because the light bulb, it can't light up the light bulb. I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun to build, and I'm going to be using it once in a while, so it'll be over next to the big dummy load from the Bird Company, but this was a lot less expensive than that one. I'm Jim, W6LG in Rockland, California. Thanks for watching. If you have a comment, post it below. Please do subscribe. Get your friends and neighbors and children and the rest of the folks you can to subscribe to get my number of subscribers up if we can. 73 for now. See you the next time. It's been fun.